So, this is my Kawasaki Ninja 250R. But yeah, this is the motorcycle. I picked this up for $650 Canadian. So very, very cheap, especially for this style of bike. You don't typically find a sport-esque bike. So some of the ups and downs that I've had with both the CBR 300 and not as much this Ninja, but the CBR 300 that I rode, basically, as soon as you let off that throttle, it is like slamming into a wall. There is so much torque inside of that little engine that makes it kind of hard to ride. If you're wondering what the squealy sound is, there's gophers. I don't think they're happy that I'm here. Hello. Want to come out? Come here. I'm not feeding the wildlife. I have nothing in my hand. Come here. Want a popsicle stick? No? They're not very scared creatures. Everybody feeds them, which is bad. Don't do that. So yeah, I picked this thing up for $650. So evidently, it at the time that I bought it, it needed some work. None of which I recorded, because that was this whole thing is new to me. But I fixed it up to the majority of what it needed. I eventually had to get a new ignition. That was the main reason that this bike was so cheap, because it had no ignition and it needed a fuel cap and a new lock. So yeah, I ended up buying that. I think I sunk $75 at that. Right then, okay. Oh, go for it. Try to record. Thank you. So, yes, I sunk about... Oh, there's bugs out here too. Oh, this is fantastic. This is what I get for living in Alberta. $50 for the ignition, gas cap, and little compartment thingy. Really? Dang, they're going after rocks. What? Stop. Let me record, please. I'm just trying to get one video. Ah. So, yes, new ignition, new gas tank cover thing, and I got a new... So, when I purchased this motorcycle, initially it had no windscreen thingy. It had these little scratches all over the bike. Now, I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, these scratches, and it was painted. Somebody had taken acrylic marker and had painted this thing. There was some pink here, pink along here, some more paint stuff down here. And then, yeah, this is taking a lot longer to get off, and I'm still trying, but you can see the faint hints of pink. It's just, I don't know why they had to do that. And then on this side as well, there was the same here, same down here, same on here. But as coming over to, you know, the other side of the motorcycle is I have this brand new carbon fiber exhaust that I think sounds really good, and I'll start it. So yes, this is the ignition that I had to get. Normally they don't come in this vibrant blue casing thing that's just like, yeah, you can see it's kind of gotten scratched up a little bit just from, you know, having the key around. Now the biggest thing is when you're you know, buying a motorcycle and you have to replace the gas cap, you know, normally you'd just be like, oh, well, that's okay, I can just take out these little screws, because in here you need a key. Now unless you have that key, which I did not when I bought it, then you have to take out these screws. But the other problem is that inside of this gas cap here, there is one more screw on the inside. And that is the biggest reason that buying, you know, a bike without a key can be like just a giant problem. Either you can drill it out, you could pry the gas cap, you could cut the gas cap and then try to screw it out or drill it out, or however you did it. I did it in a very weird way that took me many of hours, and it was not something I ever want to do again. Also bought new mirrors. I forgot to talk about that, but I bought brand new mirrors and they're very fancy. Yeah, super pretty. Is this. Now, I don't know if you can see that in the video, but there is where there was the paint got stripped. Yeah, you can kind of see that. See it, yeah. I have no idea how that happened. Oh, and this is, somebody melted that. So, basically, because I had to get a new ignition, and the ignition cables go down and under here. All the way under here. All the way under my seat, under my gas tank, which is fine. I don't have to rewire the ignition because they have clamps. But you have to take this fairing off, which is, mind you, this fairing goes from here all the way down to here. That's a pain in the ass. This one has to come off on both sides too. There's two of these. The seat has to come off, and then the gas tank has to come off. So, in my midst of, you know, being a first-time sport bike owner, I had one other motorcycle that was given to me, and yeah, I just never really got that bike finished, which I will be featuring later, and we will hopefully be getting that bike done. I took off my gas tank and I set it down on the ground inside of my garage, and when I lifted it back up, this giant splotch was there, and there was no more paint, and it made me very sad, because then I had to go either get the entire thing sanded down, or I had to replace the gas tank or just paint it myself. Now, as you probably have guessed, just being the person that I am, I painted it myself with some spray paint. I covered up this K the best that I could, and I spray painted this. And it is not my proudest moment. I probably should have just spent a couple $100, but being a teenager who's working one job and the majority of his money goes towards the insurance for these things and his car, I didn't really have the extra $500 to get it painted. So, yeah. Okay. So, kind of the last thing that I want to do is I'm going to give you guys, well, I had to ride the bike out here. And I have been here for probably half an hour, almost an hour. So I'm going to give you guys the lukewarm start, cold-ish start, on a 2009